soul fire in my heart till you see me on the other side of stars.
Oh, the journey starts from where we do first step. No one's sure what lies ahead before the breath. Rose maybe, muffin dust, but we will be somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Kaz Bar. My name is Kaz, interdimensional bartender who's afraid of salespeople, and welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Let's get into it in just a moment. I do apologize for a bit of the live 2D jump scares. I am still kind of I woke up and got ready in quite a rush, so I threw everything together and forgot to start up my model. That's why you had a bit of a live 2D jump scare there. Hello, Tim. Welcome. Doing okay. A little tired, but doing okay. Mayoido Antiques. How they'll be able to help me, I don't know. Guess the thing left to do is find out. Oh, hello. Seems this lady owns the antique shop. I should show her the black sword I got from Ikutsuki. Hold on. So you're one of the ones Kurosawa was talking about. This is but a humble antique shop. Having said that, I believe I can be of some assistance to you. As long as I have something like this black sword, that is. A base model for crafting weapons. If you see it, okay. You now travel to Mayoido Antiques to conduct an item fusion or item exchange. Fusions involve expending one weapon part and a handful of required materials to create a unique piece of equipment. In the item exchange, the proprietor will take any gemstones off your hands in exchange for items. Materials used in item fusions can often be found in Tartarus. You'll be able to collect them as you explore. Okay. Let's see. Fusion sword that is simple but well forged. Oh, so all of these are for me. Let's see. Changes attack affinity to light? I think I will go with my chance of fear are all stats plus. I think I should go with Nikari Aoi. Actually, wait, no. See first what we can get from this. Malachite. If I want to get a piece of clothing as well, I have to get the nameless katana because this requires 3 malachite, which I cannot get. Which is unfortunately everything that we have. Resist dizzy. I think we should just. I think it's better if we just get this. Just get that. Graphics, goggle eye doll, bead, snuff soul. Oh, even the snuff soul is expensive here. Closer to... I haven't played Marvel Rivals for like 1 or 2 days.
要はそれだけかまたいらっしゃい
Well, sometimes it's okay to take a break from the game every now and then. It's like me being able to take that break from. Wait, this are. If it's endurance, we need to give that to. I'm just checking all that. Okay, so endurance. I think the one who needs that the most is probably. I don't know, not endurance. HP plus evasion. I think the best person to give that to. Probably Junpei. Junpei is more physical attack focused, so we need to give him more HP for that. My charm has caught his attention. I don't have 20,000 yen. I have like 600 yen in my wallet. I can't believe I'm broke in game and in real life. Do I like the new Psylocke skin? Not enough to buy it. Hold on, I know I had a request. I have to ask something from a teammate, I believe. Bring something you find from the ocean? Yeah, we're gonna get that soon. No, apparently we're done with all that. Okay, so... So our choice of hangout is with Akihiko or... I forgot, does Akihiko already have his second 3rd G ability? He does not. I believe the only ones with secondary 3rd G abilities are myself and Mitsuru? Oh. No, it's myself and Fuka. Wait. Oh no, it's a secondary passive, right? Okay, so Junpei's the only one that doesn't have it. He's the only one that doesn't have a secondary. Fine, let's hang out with Junpei, I guess. Harvest? Is it time to harvest already? Might buy it. Hey, there, the potatoes have already been... Let's see. Those are potatoes. Let's go with a healthy tomato sprout. Okay, and then we can go back to the lounge and talk to Junpei and get his help for the tomatoes.
虫がついてりゃ取ってやって地味な作業だよな。なんかの修行かよってくらい。
Think of it like we're training.
悟り開いちまうんじゃねえ、寺の坊さんかっつの。ま、お野菜ゲットのついでに修行なら二度美味しい気もすんな。それかどっかの剣豪みたいに割り箸でハエでも取ってみるか。
Oh,
高級
for
お
a
野
sec I
菜
thought
ゲ
it
ッ
was
トで
raining.
夢の立地生活への道のりは遠いぜ。まあ誘ったの俺だし、ちゃんと面倒見ないとな。てれってって、お野菜はレベルアップ。
Nice.
よし。
Okay, heading back downstairs. It's summer vacation. Wait, let's see first if I can sell anything. Because I have no money, and today is the Home Shopping Network day.
So dance if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz. So
Did I tell you in plan? Yes, you did, Timmy. Also, wait, Timmy. Sorry, I gotta mention this. Like, I appreciate you coming to hang out, but let's try to not completely get rid of, but ease up on the Marvel Rivals talk when I'm not playing Rivals. It's actually something I was supposed to point out, but like I thought like it's not exactly egregious yet, so to say. But you know, I'm not just a Marvel Rivals streamer. Reminder that I play other games too. I can't sell the other weapon? Damn. We are not selling the bead. You're keeping that. Wait, I saw that it's 1,000? Nope, we are not selling that. Do I play Path of Titans? No, I don't. What I'm referring to is that like, I am a variety streamer, so I play more than just Rivals. I play well, you see my schedule of what kind of games I play. So while I'm not completely averse to talking about Rivals, I do have there as my chat rule, please keep the discussion relevant to the stream or to the game. I don't want to discourage like conversation itself, because like, you know, we can still talk about that stuff, but let's how do I phrase this? It's just a matter of keep it on topic if possible. I have a social link here? Oh yeah, right, Maya. I have nothing to sell. I have no money. God damn it. I'm broke in-game and I am broke IRL. What am I gonna do? Wait, hold on. Maybe there is something I can sell? Let's go back to Polonia Mall. Maybe I can sell something else. I am annoyed. I have like 2 weapons here that I cannot sell. I can't sell either of these. It's so annoying. See? I can't sell either of my swords. I have no choice but to sell my recovery items.
gotta tell now.
いくつ売るんだやめるんだな
I don't know how much the thing from the home shopping is gonna cost. Oh, I have 6 of these? I guess we'll sell 1.
引き取ろう
Just 1.
You gotta tell now. I never felt like
ああ
Just one.
休憩だんもういいのかんもういいのかまた来い
Only game I play on my channel is Marvel Rivals. And that's totally fine. Like, it's totally fine to have that because I know that the games I play are not meant for everyone. And like I said, I do still appreciate you coming by to hang out here. Don't get me wrong. Wait, I forgot. Home shopping. Home shopping network. E 14,000 yen? Hell no. I don't have that kind of money. What the hell? Okay, what's my social link level with everyone? So we have a choice of the old couple at rank 5, rank 4,
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to
rank 6. Okay, let's go with rank 4.
mind in my biz. So mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we gon' flow.
We don't get to hang out with people on with Maya that much. She's only available on Sundays and days off. Who's Mr. E? Knowing who this actually is, like from my past experience of playing Persona, knowing who this actually turns out to be is just hilarious. That new MMO, COW. Are you a teacher? This is... Ugh. The fact they're using very outdated online elite speak is just... Ugh. I feel my bones creaking. I do try to talk about them games that you play, but I don't think it's because I don't play. It's fine. Like I said, like all I ask is that, like again, just try to keep the discussion on topic to the stream if possible. Like talking about rivals every now and then is fine, but let's not make it to a point where rivals is what we'll be talking about when it will be the only thing I talk about, or that I will have to talk about with you when I'm clearly playing something else. Like some people will probably not have that same I don't know, like it's just me. I'm a very topic oriented person, so if my brain is already tuned to play something else or stream something else, that's kind of like what I'm getting at. And I'm not saying that you can't completely not talk about rivals. Like if it's, say for example, I'd rather it just be something that naturally comes up rather than being shoehorned into a conversation. Does that make sense? I don't know. Huh. You know what? Maybe we can go to Tartarus before we go for the... Because it doesn't look like there's anything going on. Maybe we can go to Tartarus and explore that third block that we've been meaning to explore. Ah, we can't go to the...
あの
Ah, okay, so we can't go to Tartarus because it's the day before the summer vacation trip. Well, here it is, folks. We're finally gonna get to see the we're gonna see the swimsuit episode. Time to be the student I never was when I was in school. 4 days, 3 nights. Need to get ready. That's gonna be a lot of time we're losing to exploring Tartarus. Okay, hello, animated cutscene.
おお、ようやくはっきり見えてきた。すげえ。や、く、し、ま。
もうはしゃぎすぎだっての。
いいじゃないか。トレーニングもはかどりそうだ。
珍しい木とか生き物がたくさん見られそう。
Someone's a bit on edge. Again, like, it's not that it's completely forbidden to talk about rivals. I'm more about, let's keep it on topic if possible. If it does come up in the conversation, great. Like if I say like if we just talk about it in passing, or if it's something that naturally comes up, that's totally fine.
お帰りなさいませ、お嬢様。今日から短い間だが、よろしく頼む。メイドさん。
And if there's something you don't understand about the game or how I play certain games, feel free to ask. I'm happy to provide information to get people interested in the games I play.
メイドって実在してんだな。
I'm not trying to alienate people from my chat. I'm just sharing that I have that kind of like headspace.
お久しぶりです。
Okay, who's this dude with the eye
話
patch?
は聞いている。何？
は、はいっす。
Ice.
行っちゃった。今の人ってもしかして先輩のお父さん？
すっげえ迫力。てかこの暑いのにスーツ？
それは別にいいだろう。
Man, I wish we had the climate where I could wear a suit in like any weather.
楽しませてもらうっすよ。となりゃすぐそこだし。
I'm envious of places like the United States or other countries where you can just wear a suit as part of like your daily wear.
もう海？てか行くのはいいけど、そんなすぐ支度なんて無理だよ。
なら俺たち先行ってるぜ。使い1秒も無駄にできねえからな。
So what do I do in this game? Okay, so Persona 3 Reload is a sort of like a mix between your typical JRPG and life simulator. During the day, you have to spend your time wisely as a student or as a regular person. You do things like you can do certain activities to raise your stats like academics, charm, and bravery. Or you can hang out with people and develop relationships with them. At night, you can choose to do the same thing, or you can fight monsters, which is the central point of the game. You are one of a handful of people that can explore a hidden time in the day known as the Dark Hour. And you're trying to find out the source of the Dark Hour and why it's affecting people in the real world, despite being a hidden hour.
そりゃ夏で海と言ったらお楽しみは決まりっしょ。
Oh, sorry, what were they saying? Oh, I totally forgot about this. Where like Junpei wants to focus on having fun. Akihiko's so focused on training.
Oh, ゆかり選手、想像より結構強気のデザインですな。やっぱ部活で絞れてるって自信が大胆さにつながってるんでしょうか。
B
あ、
パラソル空いてるとこ勝手に使っていいのかな。
おっと、続いては風花選手ですな。
Ah, yes, Junpei being a pig.
めっちゃ気痩せするタイプ？んだよ、そんな恥ずかしがんなくてもいいじゃんよ。
Dude, chill the fuck out.
ムフフって変態かっつうの。
そんでトリを務めますのは。
Oh yeah, I totally forgot we get to see Mitsuru in a swimsuit as well.
キリジョウ先輩綺麗。ほんとすごい白くて綺麗。日焼け止めもう塗りました？いやダメですよ。早くちゃんと塗らないと。あ、私が塗りましょうか？いやそれは自分で。
おい、お前ってどのタイプが一押しよ。
If I'm to be completely honest, and I went with my choice between these three is the same as it was in high school.
なるほどね。そういう方向が来てるわけね。ああ、いいな、こういうの。ほんと来てよかったよな。よっしゃ。
But anyway, so right now we're going through the life simulation portion of the game because like it's split between those two. In previous streams of this, we did have to balance that out, but we are in the summer vacation arc where you have to go through a mandatory summer excursion with your party, as it is in like every game, every Persona game rather. They had this in Persona 3, Persona 4, and even in Persona 5, which we've taken a break from actually. So what do we do around here? Oh, I see some exclamation points. Talk to Akihiko first. Let's see what's on his mind.
影時間の景色は体に毒だ。休むならそこのパラソルの下。
Kickback is underneath the parasol. There we are. What's this? Driftwood. Might be happy if I give her this driftwood. Ah, yes, I'm just gonna randomly take home a tiny crab. Because a strange lady in a blue uniform from a hidden room just wanted to feel the ocean.
昔はよく来ていたもの。
So many things I can grab here. So just grab everything. Okay, so we're just gonna grab everything that reminds her of the ocean. I think seashell would probably be the best option out of all the things we've picked up. And what does Fuka have to say about all this?
助けてください、純平くんが。
へへ、ほーれほー。海っつったら水のかけ。
あん だね、やりすぎな。
Okay, so is that everything here?
Oi!
Never play alone at the beach. So wait, what am I supposed to do now? Yeah, what if I go on the pier? Is that all that's here?
Hmm?
I mean, there's nothing else I can really do right now here. Yeah, I think you're just supposed to explore and then head back. Kind of a bit bare bones compared to the original. I remember there was a moment in the, if I'm not mistaken, there was a moment in the original where Junpei, Akihiko, and your character had to try to hit on some girls on the beach.
私、あんなにフォークとかナイフを使い分け
Kyujo
たの
is
初
beautiful,
め
not
て。
gonna lie. Yes, she is. She is like the. She is supposed to be the stereotypical school beauty. School beauty
今日
senior,
は移動もあって
rather.
疲れただろう。あとは各自部屋でくつろいでくれ。
Seems all perfect, but has a mysterious dark past hidden beneath all that.
先輩は来ないんですか？ああ、私もすぐに行く。
I have hit a dilemma, unfortunately.
ご無沙汰してい。
So my controller is about to die. My headset is also low battery, so mild dilemma. Let me double check the battery levels right now. What's my headset at? %? My headset at 4%. Oh no. Wait a minute. Ah, I know how to fix this. Hold on. I know exactly how to fix this. Where is So I did an oopsie yesterday where I brought both my charging cable and my charger to work yesterday. Now that's an oopsie because normally I only bring the charger because I have a cable in the office, which means I brought a 2-meter charging cable with me for no reason to a setting where I do not have the space to use a 2-meter cable. Or it wouldn't make sense to use a 2-meter cable in that scenario. I'm actually trying to avoid using it in the office. And that's why I have a separate cable in the office. Because I actually accidentally ran over my other 2-meter cable. So I had to buy a new one. Anyway, hold on. Let me blow my nose. Turbo is just completely unfazed, taking advantage of my bed. What the hell am I looking at? I swear, this dog is like part human because every time I look at him when he's like, he's just relaxing there, he seems to sleep in a more human state than other dogs. What do you mean by not good? Oh, you mean my controller headset situation? Yeah, don't worry, I resolved it. I was like, how am I going to do this? I only have one charging port on my keyboard. but I have another charger that I use for my phone, which I should use for my phone, but honestly, you know, it's fine.
ました。お元気そうで何よりです。
彼らは寮にいる者たちか。
すみません。ご休暇を大人数で騒がせてしまって。
彼らに明かしたそうだな。なぜ今まで隠していた？
別に。
Okay, wait, hold on. One more thing. One more thing. Only because it is quite hot. Also to prevent you guys from hearing the electric fan. Like, if it was a combination of it being cold and there was sunlight, then I would be streaming with the electric fan the entire time, like I have been the past few weeks. But no, it's starting to ease up. The rain is starting to ease up, so it's cold but not that cold. And I still have the problem of it's also not bright, so I have to use my desk lamp, which is actually like hotter than I thought it was gonna be.
隠したわけでは。
言ってあるはずだ。もともとお前が負うべき罪ではない。
ですが。
調和する二つは完全なる一つに勝る。南條と別れた折より我ら霧城に伝わる言葉だ。満、人を信じてみろ。どれだけ己を殺しても。Now
that's surprising. He looks very tough, but he's actually like very soft underneath, and he's telling his daughter to actually connect more with other people.
それもしかりだ。旅行などにかこつけず、なぜ初めから直に私に問わない。
申し訳ありません。
彼らを全員ここに集めろ。
Moshioke arimasen is a common phrase that you use when you bother someone. Or it's a way of apologizing, as we've been taught in my Japanese class.
連れてきた中に竹場という少女がいるだろう。彼女が力に目覚めるとはもはや運命なのだ。
お父様。
満から大体は聞いているな。
はい。
さよう。すべては大人の我々の罪だ。私の命一つで贖えるのならとうにそうしていたところだが、今や君らを頼るほかはない。父光悦が怪物の力を利用してまで作り出そうとしたもの、それは時を操る神器だ。
時を操る。
言葉の通りさ。時の流れを操作し、障害も例外も全て起こる前に除ける。未来を意のままにする道具と言ってもいい。
Shape the future while also rewriting history, which is its own ethical problem.
だが研究は父の指示によっておかしな方向へ進んでいった。晩年の父は何かとても深い虚無感を胸の奥に持っていたようだ。今にして思えば父の乱心はそれを打ち破るために始まったのかもしれん。君らが全てを知りたいと望むのは当然のことだ。私にも伝える義務がある。
Okay, Mr. Kirijo, you are giving off a different impression than I first thought.
これは現場にいた科学者によって残された事故の様子を伝える唯一の映像だ。
映像。
この記録が心ある人の目に触れることを願います。
That's her dad. That's her dad, isn't
この
it?
当時は忌まわしい思想に見入られ変わってしまった。この実験は 行われるべきじゃなかった。もう未曾有の被害が残るのは避けられないだろう。でもこうしなければ世界の全てが破滅したかもしれない。
世界の破滅。
この記録を見ている者よ。
Also, I like how the image is like completely
よく
static.
聞いてほしい。集めたシャドウは
They
大
didn't
半
even
が
animate
爆発
that.
とともに近隣へ飛び散った。悪夢を終わらせるにはそれらを全て消し去るしかない。全て僕の責任だ。全てを知ってい
Oh
た
no,
のに
his mouth is
成
moving.
功に目がくらみ、結局
But that's about it,
は
just his
同
mouth.
士に従う道を選んでしまった。全て僕の責任だ。
That was. Yep, I knew it.
父さんって今の人が。お父様、これは。
彼は竹場栄一郎、当時の主任研究員だ。実に有能な人物だった。その彼を見出して利用し、こんな事件にまで追いやってしまったのは我々グループだ。栄一郎は霧状に取り殺されたも同然だ。
まさか。つまり私のお父さんがやったってこと。影時間もタルタロスもたくさんの人が犠牲になったのもみんなお父さんのせいってこと。
He did it only to minimize the casualties, I think.
じゃあいろいろ隠してたのって本当はこれが理由。私に気を使って隠してたってこと。そういうことなの。だけどそれは違う。私はかわいそうとかやめてよ。だけど
Yeah, this is one of the reasons I didn't like Yukari in the original.
誰か言った方が。
She's very explosive with her personality. Which is weird because she's a healer.
彼女
Or not explosive, she's volatile. Her emotions are very volatile, so to speak. And I know it's understandably so. But like, it's understandable given what she's going through. But a lot of times it's also like, girl, no one was talking about pitying you. There are times I found Yukari actually quite annoying. And it could also be a fault of the writing, like the era that the writing is from. The era is like, mind you, this was written in the late 90s to mid 2000s. This game came out in like the mid 2000s. So it still has like a lot of the tropes and archetypes from back then. And Yukari has to unfortunately fill the niche of being the quote-unquote best friend girl, but also the tsundere, which was a very popular trope of the 2000s. She's a tsundere to Junpei, who also is a relic of the 2000s, playing the pervy guy friend that is like in every friend group. Character tropes have evolved over time, but unfortunately, because this is supposedly a remake and they wanted to preserve as much of the original as possible, you know, minus recasting all the voice actors and changing some of the scenes to be more like streamlined. The problem is that the story itself and the characters themselves still are remnants of 2000s writing. You can have Fuku and I can have Kirijo. I mean, dude, if you want Kirijo, you're gonna have to fight the rest of the community because everybody loves Kirijo. Sure. That's always okay. So also another thing, a little anime trope that has always gotten me weirded out. The more I see it happen is that like, it's stuff like that. You walk into the scene, the character that you're going to talk to, their back is turned to you. They just immediately know it's you and start spewing out their dialogue or monologue rather. So it's just like, damn, every anime character has eyes at the back of their head. Like, I love anime, don't get me wrong, but sometimes little tropes like these are just hilariously like noticeable, and it's mostly in animated works, because like you would not have a scene like that in a live action film, and sometimes stuff like that can work in the anime's favor, but it happens often enough where you're just like, okay, yeah, this how did you know it was me? How?
覚えてる？前に病院で言ったこと。私のお父さん、子供。
Like, imagine if this exact exchange happened. She turned around and it wasn't me. It was like a different member of the group. And I'm just like, how would that scene have played
この
out?
頃にさっきの話で分かったでしょ。普通の人は真相なんて知らないから、お父さん主任だったから、世間から目の敵にされてね、いろんな場所を転々と引っ越したの。
Like, okay, so sorry, the not frustrated, the writer in me, like, now that we're on the topic of like how scenes are how like cinematography works for some of these scenes, especially in anime, how I feel this would have been more organic is if your character found her, like, instead of her turning around to you, you should have made your presence known, like, quietly. Like, I know that doesn't make sense to say, but like, let me explain. It would have made more sense if she had been like, even if she was standing, like she was already looking out into the beach. Instead of her having to turn around to you, do like what they did in Persona 4 the anime. Your character just walks up, stands right next to her, says nothing. Let your presence be known, but quietly. Give her time to process and let her be the one to open up. And then that would have also given her a chance to realize, this guy came to check up on me. I've been hiding this from him. I should tell him what I meant by, like, my dad dying when I was young. So these, like, I'm not always critical, but like, it seems that in this game I seem to be very critical of scene composition, because that seems to be, I think, the glaring weakness of Persona 3 Reload. Scene composition. I don't have a degree in filmmaking. I am not a filmmaker. I don't have a degree in cinematography or anything like that. I have no experience with filmmaking or game design or scene writing whatsoever. But speaking from the perspective of a viewer who has indulged in a lot of anime and video games, and seeing how scenes can be written for both live action and animated and game scenes, I can't help but make these comparisons. Can I donate 10 pounds to you? You are very welcome to. You may donate through my sponsor link, which is in the video description. You can donate to a specific goal or to the general pool. I will appreciate it. Like, okay. I will not obligate my viewers to donate. I appreciate any and all support. Let's go with that. Okay. I want to be clear. I am not begging my viewers for money. I am saying, if you find that I am worth supporting, I highly appreciate it, and you may use the appropriate links.
手紙が届いたの。笑っちゃった。ほとんど私のだから自分に力があるって。
Now, okay, now Yukari, that's not fair. Like, they literally just said in the he literally just said in the context he had to stop it himself. So even if he did create the Dark Hour, he did it to prevent a much bigger disaster.
でもさ、なんていうか。
That's not true.
気休めだよそれ。 現実ってきついよね。怖いの我慢して戦ってるのにどうにもなんない。それに私もしかしたら嫉妬してたのかも。あんなことがあったのになんで桐城先輩にはまだお父さんがちゃんといるのかってみっともないね。
Also, again, like, sorry, more gripes. More gripes. It's just, the problem. The other problem is that in scene composition, this game, like, I want people to remember, this is Persona 3 Reload, which came out only like after the pandemic, or like at the tail end of the pandemic. It came, not even, it came out after. It came out last year, 2024. And yet, it has less going for it in scene composition than Persona 5, which came out in 2017. And the re-release on PC, known as Persona 5 Royal, was released in 2020. In both versions, there is a lot more going for it, not just from the standpoint of like as a base game, but also of it being a re-release. Okay, no, maybe not. Royal has less going for it as a remake because it was fairly recent and there wasn't a lot to fix about the game. This has a lot going for it in terms of fixing a lot of the problems, but also then they've created new things that make it quite lacking. So like, like, this is my current gripe with the Persona 3 Reload. It's not my current. It's been my biggest gripe ever since starting this game. That there's a lot that they want to do with the game, but it also feels like they are lacking a lot of other things that could have made the game great. Am I going to stop playing the game? Not yet. I have not found a reason to not play this game anymore. Like, the one thing that's driving me to play this game is I have never finished Persona 3. Persona 3 is the only Persona main game that I have not finished. Like, if we're talking strictly the like modern Persona games, we're not talking about Persona 2. If we're talking strictly the modern era Persona games, which are 3, 4, 5, I have played those. I've played 4 Arena, 4 Ultimate, a little bit of Golden, which we dropped before when I was on Twitch because I found it to be too repetitive. I've played 5 off stream. I've played 5 Royal on stream, and we're going to finish that eventually after I decide what to do with this. I've played 5 Strikers on stream and finished it. But that was back in Twitch days. I've played 4 Dancing on my PS Vita, which I should consider like streaming because it's a fun game just for like funsies. I do have a capture card that I haven't fully tested, so maybe we can do that. But that's what I mean. Like, I've played a lot of the modern era Persona games. Like fans are going to make that delineation between modern Persona and classic Persona. And modern Persona is stuff like 3 onwards. I've played those. 3 is the only title that I never finished because I got stuck on one of the bosses because I was severely underleveled, and even if I had rewound time by a week, it would not have been enough. I had screwed over my gameplay that badly. Also, with the system back then, it was a lot more difficult.
すごいよね君。
That's gonna have to wait, and because I'm broke, I don't have a pound to my name. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I don't force people to support me. I ask that if you find my work worth supporting, I highly appreciate it.
分かったよな。
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
しないでよ。あなた、私のこと何も。ごめん。私余裕なくてわけわかんない。なんか怖くて。
God damn.
もう全然わかんない。教えてよ。私
I thought Yukari was unlikable in the original game. She's even more unlikable in this version.
ごめんね。辛いのには慣れてるから、私は大丈夫。
Really? I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. You mean exploding on people who are just trying to comfort you? Girl, you have issues. It's very obvious you have issues, but damn, you got issues.
つれ
I also wanted to help.
でも
Don't do anything. Nah. No. We are not going for Yukari. Hell no. This is not gonna be a thing.
もうすぐ影時間だし。
あ、
あ？
そっか、影時間。
たくあったり。
私さ、ペルソナ使いは力に目覚めると影時間の体験を、それって力と引き換えに目を背けられなくなるってことなのかも。忘れたい現実か。やるしか。
だな。よっしゃ。
This better not be like a thing where we're just gonna have to explore an island exclusive Tartarus. Damn, she just let it all out on you. Oh yeah. Yukari is my least favorite, my least liked member in my party. Literally the only reason that she is always in my party is because she is the most effective healer of the group.
空気おい。こんな森林浴なんて岩戸台。
I mean, technically, I could also fulfill the role of healer just so that I don't have to keep Yukari in my party. The problem is that because your character is a jack of all trades that can yield almost any persona except for signature personas and can also adapt to any situation, that pretty much shoehorns you into the role of being the DPS. Like, if you want to be a support for your team, you're gonna have to heavily invest in skills that can boost your skill points, so you have a lot of resource to cast with, and you also need to be open to the idea of like battles taking longer because you are preserving your SP to heal.
じゃ絶対できないですよね。
You also have to be very smart with your party composition, because remember, each of your party members can only use one element, and in some rare cases can do physical attacks or cast debuffs.
なんだか私たちだけで来て。ん？はい、私です。
Oh yeah, and I think I've said this before, but like
スピーカーフォンに切り替えます。
one thing I think I've mentioned before, but but this is one of the things I appreciate. The game does remember that it is a game from like the mid to late 2000s, so they kept everything as much as possible correct for its time, including the tropes, yes. But for example, Mitsuru is using a flip phone. That was a thing in the 2000s. That's obviously not a thing now, unless you were dumb enough to buy the Samsung flip phones, which are like, I still think are a bit of a gimmick.
どうぞ。
今島の研究所にいるんだが、廃棄されて動かないはずだった機械が勝手に出て行ってしまったんだ。
機械？どういったものなんですか？
戦闘車両の一種でね、実は対車道兵器なんだよ。
対シャドウヘッみんなに連絡しなきゃ。
Oh, now I remember this. Yeah, this is where we get introduced to another party member.
実は今男子3名と別。
そうか。とにかくできるだけ早く当たってくれ。
How could I forget that this is part of this storyline?
もし
Damn, it's been that long. I actually forgot that this is where we get a new party member.
破壊はね。
A tank?
だね。
Kinda?
無理って。
とにかくやってもらうしかない。また後で連。
ダメです。
まあいい。まずは我々の装備を。そうすれば山岸のペルソナでも探せる。
もう肝心な時にどこ行っちゃってんのよ。
See? Girl, stop trying to find reasons to be mad at everyone.
あれ彼女たちまだ起きてない。もうお寝坊さんなんだから海は待っててくれないってのにね。
You know, okay, I'm speaking on behalf of the other fans here. What would have been like, because we have NetEase as a clear example of how to do equal fan service for both your male and female audiences. What would have been a very good moment for this is if they had actually had a scene where Akihiko does not have that shirt on. They are already teasing the fans that he is wearing swim briefs. They could have just committed. If they are willing to have kanji in Persona 4 in all of its PS2 graphic glory, wear a thong, they can have Akihiko take his shirt off. And the fangirls would have exploded. I think she has anger issues. That is the understatement of the year, Timmy.
な、日が陰ると水温がさ。え？ああ、そうっす。ところで順平、そういえば気がけに屋敷の使用人。いや見られちゃっ。実はメイドさんからお手紙もらっちゃったんすよ。順平困っちゃう。バカだろ。何？3人で縄文杉を見て。これは山岸の字だな。ああもう。
It's a memo, you idiot.
南の島へ来てなんで海に来ねえんだ？いいのかそれ人として。お前が原因だろ。昨日のは重たい空気をなんと。俺に言うの？まあでもそれはいいんす。
Imagine that she was your girlfriend just going to be angry at you all the time. Oh, I don't need to imagine it, dude. I've lived through that.
大事なのはここはもう現地でロマンス。
Not in game. I've actually had an experience with that. So
つまり名付けて役。
how can we have a beach fling when there's literally no one else on this island but us?
ナンパでもするのか。ねえねえどうすか。何を言い出すかと思えばお前の意見も聞いた。
Sounds like a hassle.
確かに面倒だな。俺らだけで一日中何すんすか。この流れはもう必然。ならいつもの通り。なんすか。作戦だと言ったろ自分で。
This is an operation. Plus, you have absolutely zero Riz, Iori. Come on.
おい、ちゃんと真面目にやれよ。
Oh, suddenly there are people on the beach. I thought this was a private island.
お、ターゲット発見。じゃあ早速行こうぜ。まあこういうところでの声のかけ方をリーダーと。まずは相手と共通の話題を探し出すのが。だから最初は誰でも。どこから来たの？そういう他愛ないし。まず俺が声。よし。
I thought I was the leader of this operation.
あれ
Oh shit.
なんで君に教えなきゃいけ
なんでそんな冷たいこと言わないでよ
How is this like playing catch?
いやこれからっすよこれからお姉さんたち
あのさ君たちまだ若いよね高校生とか
Yeah, I can tell from their voices. Like, yeah, they are older than us and out of our league. Yeah, that's right.
高校生が屋久島観光かなんかムカつくよね
And why does that piss you off?
たまたま友人の別荘がここにあっ
へえ屋久島に別荘うちらは稼いだ自分のお金で遊んでるんだけどね
Oh, it's these kinds of adults, the ones so jaded with everything that they're just gonna ruin the fun for everyone.
あそりゃ偉い
別に偉くて君たち
Nothing.
はーいじゃあ
Damn, bitch.
見事な会話のキャッチボールかなり頑張ったじゃないっすそんなこと言うなら真田さんが手本なんで俺がそんなことしなくちゃならないだってこれ作戦なんでしょ
You live that through. Damn, that's how I feel about it. It happens. Like, I'd hope that not everyone has to go through that in a relationship, but you know, it can happen. And yeah, it's just it happened. That's it. That's all I can say about it. Not this kid trying to flirt with girls. The girls are probably going to run away. They literally just did.
成功に向かって一応筋はいいだろうところどころで質問を頼む
Go ahead and set the pace. Didn't you say you were bad at dealing with girls? Different set of girls. Okay, just to be clear, these are a different set of girls.
次なるお姉様
They still look older than us.
何やうるさい
ねえねえ信子あの子こっち見てよしえよくそっから見えるね
よし戦いのゴングだいや突然でも
何
連れの人ナンパのつもり
Reminder that Akihiko is so used to being the heartthrob of his school, but he has absolutely no experience dealing with women himself.
ただもし暇なら話をしたいだけというか思いがけな
Yeah,
い話題
he's a dork. He is a dork.
だから今時海辺でナンパなんてキモいよいいじゃんいいじゃんどうせ暇なんだしさ結構君らかっこいいしたく信子ったらねえねえ私たちいくつに見える
Okay. I hate these choices because they both, like, from my perspective as someone who's in their 30s, these both look like the same answer to me. Like, or no, let me rephrase. As someone who's in his 30s, they both look like non-aggressive answers, I guess. Because, like, if you're a high schooler saying you're the same as us, then you're saying they look really young. But also, it'd be seen as delusional. If you say around 20, from my perspective, that's young. Now, they could also be seen as, oh, they're very mature. But also, are you calling us old? And also, we don't know how old these girls actually are. So we don't know if like they sound like they're in like their late 20s, maybe 30s. So saying they're around 20 would be a compliment. But again, we don't know. How the fuck did I know that you're going to still say they look young even at 20? I've always been a single Pringle. Your time will come, Timmy. Unless you're the type of person who isn't into like, okay, like if you are an Arrow or if you are Ace, then hey, respect to you. Like that's your preference. But I'd like to believe that, you know, there is something for everyone. Okay, I just noticed that even if I have my like, I have this on game capture because of the weird way that it captures Persona. You will see when I alt tab. Not at the boys just. That's not what I was implying, Timmy. When I said Arrow or Ace, I mean like the identity of a romantic, wherein someone who doesn't feel romantically attracted to anyone. It's not that they don't think that people are unattractive, they just don't feel any romantic attraction. Or Ace, such as asexual, people who just don't feel sexual attraction. They feel romantic attraction, but not sexual attraction. There's Arrow Ace, which is a combination of both, at least from how I understand it. Again, like, as I want to be clear, I'm not an expert on this, but this is how I understand it, that you don't have romantic or sexual attraction to other people, but you do understand the importance of connections and relationships with other people. I didn't know that. Ah, well. Learn something new. If there is anyone in chat who is actually of those identities and would like to correct me or clear up some misconceptions, please feel free to do so. I would like to reiterate, I am not of any of those identities, so I am not an expert on that. I am sharing merely what I understand. If you are happy to dispel any misconceptions or clear up anything, please feel free to do so, as long as it's in a respectful manner. Let's have a healthy discussion about these things. I think that leads to better understandings with people if we can just have if we can have respectful discussions about these kinds of topics instead of treating them as taboo or sensitive information. Communication breeds understanding, and understanding breeds cooperation. That's what I believe.
ああ、正直に言っちゃうと俺たち高校生っす。自分は来年卒業。
うわ、なんかショック。早く干支が一周するところだったわ。だいたい話題とか合わないと思うよ。
Hold on.
ああ、正直に言っちゃうと俺たち高校生っす。自分は来年卒業ですが。
Let's graduate.
だいたい話題とか合わないと思うよ。だいたい話題とか合わないと思うよ。私たちと話してても面白くないでしょ。
So she's saying daitai, if I'm not mistaken, that's like it conveys something gradual. So it's like, I think the way she's trying to say it is I'm starting to see this isn't gonna work, or it's like, you know, it's like she's saying it's lining up that it's not gonna work out.
私たちと話してても面白くないでしょ。
What is 10 plus 9? One, you have that joke. Well, assuming it's a joke from the era that I think you're talking about, you have it backwards. Supposed to be, what's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid. That's an old meme from the Vine days. And if you don't know what Vine is, I don't know how to follow that up. If you don't know what Vine is, I don't know how to follow that up.
君たちにして面白い話なんてないな。会社の上司の愚痴とか聞かせるよ。
上司の口ですか？
なんか君嘘つけないタイプだね。無理しなくていいんだ。
Why do I feel like these two were put into the game to call out people like me? As you get older, like the shit you talk about is more about complaining about your work life. I think about your work life or like responsibilities, but in a different perspective than complaining about responsibilities as a teenager. It was like, damn, I feel called out.
けど
ちょっとよしえ、話の腰折らないでよ。興味あるって言うんだからそれでいいじゃんか。
信子さん、いい加減誰かで構わないそのスタンスやめなよ。
ねえ、いいじゃん。こういうの久しぶりだしさ。
つうかこんな子たちいじってないで別荘戻ろうよ。あいつら待ってるよ。
あいつらって彼氏？
おっとそっか、ごめんね。待ち合わせの時間になっちゃった。
Bit of a shame because honestly, in terms of both personality and looks, I would have gone with what's her name? Yoshie. She looks more my style and personality. Realistic, but not like painfully blunt. She's trying to let us off nicely. Also, I just like her hair better.
私たち別荘地で彼氏たちとバーベキューしてるから、よかったら来てね。
じゃあね。
つか真田さん、なんか俺たちかっこ悪くないっすか？
We already look like a bunch of idiots.
つかさ、お前もう全然活躍してないじゃん。次は本当頼んだぜ。
I apologize to my chat. We have to go through this painful sequence of events. Alright, hold on. Turbo is telling me he wants to go downstairs, so I'm gonna have to bring him down. One sec. Won't take that long. Okay, I know. Very, very, very easy. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the wait, folks. I love Turbo. Okay. Really? We're just gonna gang up on one girl, 3-1. This is not gonna go well.
女性一人今までにないパターンだ。周囲に彼氏さんの影なし。今度こそいけるんじゃないっすか？じゃあ ちゃちゃっと話しかけちゃいましょう。すいません。
あら、何？
Oh no, she said Ara.
そうよ。もう暇すぎて困っちゃう。ところで見てたわよ。あなたたちさっきからナンパしてたでしょ。
Yeah, she sounds like she's probably in her 30s or 40s.
で、どうだったの？
It was an utter failure.
だと思ったわ。あなたたち女心が分かってないもの。
それを言われると。
帽子くんは自分のことばっかりって感じ。相手のためにって発想が欠けてるんじゃない？
はい。
Hold up, guys. I need a moment because my chat is not working. At least not not that I can see. Hold on. I can see you now because I can see you in the how do I phrase it? In the display preview. I cannot, but for some reason my YouTube Studio is not loading correctly. Yeah, I think YouTube Studio is down. Crap, are you kidding me? I can't read chat right now? Is this for real? Oh wait, hold on. There might be a way to do this. Where is the... no, not that one. I can read chat. Okay, so here's the downside. I can read chat, but I won't be able to see anything else on my second monitor except for the chat. And I really hope that this does not like ruin anything. Hold on. So again, you guys are probably just seeing a lot of there we go. Okay, so I can read chat now. Okay, I'm gonna post this on Twitter later. I'm gonna post this on Twitter and on Discord later. But this is what my chat looks like. What my setup is looking like right now. This looks hella creepy. Okay. YT Studio is acting so I can read chat the usual way. I had to open the browser source on my second monitor, and this is what it looks like. The chat looks so menacing because out of like, this isn't your fault, Tim. It's honestly like Streamlabs' fault. The way that it has colored your font for your name is in red. So it's like a bunch of red text for your name and like white text with a black background. So it just looks mildly threatening. The words are not threatening themselves, but the combination of colors just makes it look threatening. I will post this on Twitter and on Blue Sky later, so if you guys want to see that screenshot. Oh, she read him like a book.
そうか。
ていうか、なんかめんどくさそう。理屈っぽい感じで。髪のちょっと長い。
Hey, don't hold back.
ミステリアスっていうか、アンビバレンスって感じかな。言ってる意味わかるの？
Yeah, I do. I get it.
賢い。やっぱ君が一番好みかも。
えじゃ待って
なんてちょっとし、君も気に入っちゃったな。
マジっすか。
私のためになること一緒に教えてあげようか。
はい
Uh-oh.
それじゃあこっちで日焼け止め塗ってもらおうかし
えあそんな
ら。もちろんいいわよ、日焼け止め。
うひょーいやー悪い。
それにほら、君たちも一緒にどう？
Good deal?
お安く
今の太陽が本物じゃなくて1980年代に某国が打ち上げた人工太
Oh
陽なの。
no! So she's very clairvoyant about everything except she is one of those people that's like, she's cuckoo! She is cuckoo otherwise. My goodness.
存じよね。
あり
この人工太陽の光には邪悪な波動が含まれてて、市販の日焼け止めだけだと体内のオーラが濁るの。そこでこの特別な日焼け止め
Oh, and she's a scam artist!
今なら3本でお値段たったの3。
おい彼女の言ってることをた
Well, get in there, Junpei.
うわーおバカこの状況で俺だ
行っちゃうの？
She's not just crazy, she's a sales lady. I fear for my life. I literally say as my intro, I'm afraid of salespeople.
な勝負にはこだわりたい、はあ、問題点は分かってるお前の欲望があきったね責任逃れだ事実を言ったまでだそういう真田さんこそ外ればっかじゃないですかなんで女の子の前でもリズメなんすか意味わかんねっすよ
Hold on, I just want to check something. Whoa, okay. Hold on, I'm trying to adjust my monitor settings. Because there's a point where now my monitor either looks too bright and it throws the colors off, or too dark.
なんだとこうなったら現場リーダーどっちが悪いと思う
It's Junpei's fault. Am I still red? There's no changing that, Tim, because that's just how Streamlabs works. Like, it will randomly assign a color for your chat, or for your chat name, and unfortunately, today, you are red. And unfortunately, that has now made the chat look menacing. If we were on Twitch, you could set your chat name color. I don't know how to do that on YouTube, but I think on YouTube it is randomly assigned.
Oh, 最後の最後にすげえ涙よ憎いぜ神様つかマジかわいい確かに やっべえよマジで。これとりゃ今までの負けなんてチャラでしょ。
Push her into the water? Not a good idea.
みんなで行かずに一人
For
ずつ
more than one
慎重に
reason.
行く作戦でどうすか。
There's more than one reason for that, Tim. You will find out in a bit. I know what this is, but
ほら順番決めるっすよ。最初はグーじゃんけん。
paper.
やり。じゃあ俺1番、真田さん2番、お前。よし。
What does it tell me? We're gonna find out in just a bit, Tim. I'll let this play out.
の
I have the advantage of knowing this because I got further than this in the original game, so I know what's gonna happen. I also know why and there is a reason why I say pushing her into the water is a really bad idea. You'll find out in a moment.
あ、も一人よか楽しんじゃね。
人を探しています。あなたではありません。
な
Ouch. Shot down immediately.
予想以上に早かった。
手強いっすよ、セブ。
よし。あとは俺が勝つだけだな。
Sorry. Bombard came in. Just had to clear up stuff about work.
ああ、君、海が好きなのか。
何でしょうか。
ああ、いや、海はいいよな。トライアスロンの選手はプールでの練習が中心の選手より海で鍛えてる人の方が強いらしいぞ。やはり。
そういった情報は私には必要ありません。
Boom. Dead.
勝ったな。お前よりも長続きしたぞ。
長さの問題じゃねっつの。ああ、なんか俺もう泣きそうっす。
泣くな。俺まで惨めになるだろうが。
というわけだ。お前がなんとか拾わないとトラウマになっちまう。
俺は負けてない。負けてないからな。あとは任せた。
All right. I'm old. God damn. The fact I know the third line is a song. I'm so old. I'm so old. I need to screenshot this. Okay, I also need to make sure that you guys are not seeing this because I want to make sure that, you know, if I swap to this window. Very good, you guys can't see it. Yay. Why did that have to be the option for number 3? Screenshot what? The dialogue options. So okay, so there is a the reason I say I'm old is because the third option is the lyrics to a song. At least that's how I perceive it. I don't know if that is the actual intention of that line. But I swear, like, my brain instantly tied that to a song, like a pop song from that time. Tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. God damn, like I just got insta flashbacks of like the Lizzie McGuire movie. And I was right. It is. Though that well, I don't know if that's the actual intention, but I was right about the lyrics. I thought that was like, am I misremembering these lyrics? Nope. That those are the actual lyrics. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no. Oh god, I'm old. I am old. Ah. Hello.
あなたは
よく聞こえねえ。てか、なんかびっくりされてんぞ。おい、俺らも突撃するっす。
ひとまず危機回避を優先します。それに確認は静かな場所でないと。
お前何言ったわけ？走って逃げるって絶対なんかやっただろう。つかお前追いかけた方がいいって。
I don't really care to.
余裕かましてる場合か。とにかく謝ってこい。
Kaz, I'm sorry, I wanted me to say this. How was the dinosaurs?
今行けばまだ間に合うって。
They're not as scary as you think. I mean, there's a purple one that I kept as a pet. His name is Dino. If you don't understand that reference, damn, I'm gonna feel hella old. Let me adjust the display setting, a graphic setting. Yeah, I think I need to lower that. Whoa, wow, you lower the darkness by that much and it makes such a difference. Maybe I need to turn this up again. Nope. That doesn't help much. What about the contrast? Oh, that just makes it worse. Okay, let me lower that back down to 30. Gosh dang. That's the normal. Let's set it down to like maybe 3 ticks lower. There, that looks more normal for this. It's really just the sand that was throwing off the colors, I think. I don't know, sorry, but you are very old now. Okay. I will assume that you are actually telling the truth. I'm referring to the Flintstones. It's an old cartoon from the Hanna-Barbera days on Cartoon Network about a family living in the Stone Age. And not like a family that went back in time to live in the Stone Age. No, it's a cartoon of actual life in the Stone Age. But like, you know, it's like a caveman take on, or like, yeah, it's like a caveman take on everything happening now. You had cars that had like open floors because you'd propel them by using your feet. And you'd also brake by using your feet. Yeah, dinosaurs as pets, but also as your cranes. Everyone is dressed in loincloths. I swear the animation looks so weird for doing that. Y'all know you're Naruto running, right? I lost sight of her. Buddy! It's the girl from earlier. Gee, how could you tell? Maybe it was the very, very obvious blue cloth peeking out from under that sign. Is it called Ice Age? No. Ice Age is a different animated film. It's called The Flintstones.
私の一番の大切はあなたのそばにいることであります。
Oh!
なんだそりゃ、そんなありかよ。
バカな、どうなってる？声もかけてないはずだ。
I mean, I got the natural riz.
やっといた。どこ行ってたの？探したんだ。
というか、皆さんなんで水着で森の奥に？
Never heard of it? I'd be well, given that you said that you are still in school, you're quite young, I'm not surprised. The Flintstones is an old cartoon from like the 80s and 90s during the Hanna-Barbera era of Cartoon Network. It's really old. Like, we're talking as old as like shows from that time include stuff like the Flintstones. Then there was the opposite of that where it's in the future, the Jetsons. They did have a crossover, yes. There's also Yogi Bear, Top Cat. What else is in the Hanna-Barbera? Gorilla McGee, I think he was called. Or no, Magilla Gorilla was the name of one of the other cartoons from that time. But Hanna-Barbera era is like really old cartoons, long-running cartoons that stuck with. I'm only 15, I ain't like 40. Hold the fuck up. I'm not that old. The Flintstones. Okay, no, okay, I was wrong. It's not the 80s and 90s. The Flintstones were from the 60s. But they ran but the show was still running on Cartoon Network when I was a kid. It ran from 1960 to 1966, but in my local area in the 90s and 2000s, it had still been showing on Cartoon Network. Mostly the 90s. But like, it was still showing in Cartoon Network back then. Those were it was all like the show is literally just, let's take everything from the modern day, which was modern day in the 90s, and put a Stone Age twist to it. Again, you had cars where the wheels were just one humongous stone cylinder. So it looked like those the things that they use to flatten roads. And then you also had but the floor was open, so the only way to propel that car was to use your feet. You'd sit in the car and then you'd push with your feet and drive forward. It's the same concept as like those little toy kiddie cars where instead of having a motor or a pedal, you would use your feet and walk around inside the car. You'd be sitting, but your legs would reach the floor, and you could use that to propel the car. That was the same concept. The main character, Fred Flintstone, would be working construction, and what that would entail is having to lift heavy rocks everywhere, using dinosaurs as the crane. They had like levers and stuff, but the levers were literally just to tell the dinosaur to open its mouth so you could put a rock in it and move it somewhere else. Writing was done with stone tablets and chisels. Stone chisels. And they had like stone credit cards as well, which is I found like extremely hilarious. And I remember correctly, the stone credit cards were like the size of the person. Because then you had to mark every single one of the you had to mark on that giant credit card what your transactions were. So they had to, like, if you were charged something, they'd have to chisel that onto the giant card. The factory steam whistle that they would use to signal the start and end of a shift was a bird that they would pull the tail of, and then it would it would scream, and that would signal the start and end of everyone's shift. You also had like they had watches, but the watches were literally sundials, and it didn't matter what position you were standing in, the sundials would always tell the correct time. That's so that's nostalgic. That is nostalgic. What's it matter to you? And again, what's it matter to you?
聞いてくれ。実は少し面倒なことが起き、休暇中にすまないが。
Will I be streaming tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow is going to be Zenless Zone Zero. We're going to be doing the Deadly Assault reset, and then the story. And I'm happy to say that off stream yesterday after Marvel Rivals, I did roll in Zenless Zone Zero, and I got the banner character. So I've already leveled her up. She's fully leveled. I can use her for the stream tomorrow, and for the new Deadly Assault as well.
Yeah. 準備はいいよ。探し物は理事長。やれやれ。探したよ。
So, am I going to be stuck hugging this girl forever?
勝手に出たらダメだろ、アイギス。
Behold the tank.
はい。
いやはや心配かけてすまなかったね。もう大丈夫だ。
Well done. I don't know what it is that, but good job. So remember, Tim, you were there in one of my streams of Zenless Zone Zero before, the one where I had like a lot of those like slashing around particle effects and dodging all those attacks in a tiny arena. And the story back then was I was playing the Oboe Squad story, I believe. So it's the one where you had that one girl that had a talking tail that was a gun. The stream, I wish I could tell you when the stream was, but unfortunately YouTube Studio is not functioning right now. What happened to securing the tank? The tank has been secured.
Wait,
let me read it.
彼女の名はアイギス。見ての通り、機械の乙女だ。
見ての通り。
彼女の名はアイギス。見ての通り、機械の乙女だ。
はじめまして。
I'm missing a few of the vocabulary there.
シャドウ相当を目的に活動中です。今日付けで皆さんと共に行動するであります。
行動する。
まるで生きてるみたい。
She is the tank. Tank in terms of offensive capability. I want to make it clear that her actual combat capability is as a DPS.
信じられん。
Actually, no. Wait. I think she can actually take a hit because if I remember, her persona is all about physical attacks.
こんな可愛いのにロボって
10年前
Which effectively makes Junpei useless now.
対シャドウ兵器というのが計画されてね。アイギスはその中でも最後に作られた一体、そして唯一の生き残りなんだ。
対シャドウ兵器ということはまさかペルソナを。
はい、ペルソナ故障パラディオンを扱える仕様であります。
彼女は10年前の実戦で大怪我を負ってここの研究所で管理されていたんだ。なぜ今朝になって急に再起動したのかいまいちはっきりしないんだけどね。ま、これから仲
I
良
thought く there
して
was
やってく
actually
れ。
going to be a tank lol. I mean,
精神が備わった
technically there will be one in 16 days in game.
すごいです。
ところでさ、ちょっと確認したいんだ
Mild
けど。
spoiler, but yeah.
あなたさっき抱きついてたよね。その彼を知ってるの？はい。私にとって彼のそばにいることはとても大切であります。
Okay, so important thing to note in terms of Japanese vocabulary. So this is one of the things we were taught. Kare is a term that specifically refers to a male individual. Because like, so if you're talking about like young boys and girls, a young boy is referred to as shonen, a young girl is shoujo. If you're talking about like older, like say roughly maybe adolescent males and females, the term is if it's a male, it's call again seinen, and then a girl is referred to as josei. And then in general, usually male or female, and also usually used to refer to adults. If you're talking about a man, it's otoko, and if it's a girl, it's onna. So the terms. Like adult male is otoko, adult female onna. But if you want to, but usually that just means male female. If you want to say formally a male child, it's otoko no ko, because ko means child, so a male child. Onna no ko, female child. Different from shonen, young boy, and shoujo, young girl, because you're specifically saying young or small, because it's using the kanji for small. Sorry. Gushing about vocabulary. The term that she used here is kare. Kare is another general term to refer to a male, or to specifically a male. One of the many terms to refer to another person by their sex. For females, the equivalent term of kare is kanojo. But unlike with females, kanojo is the term used to refer to both a general, like not general, specifically just a female, but can also mean girlfriend. Kare is specifically for man, but if you're talking about someone who is your boyfriend, if you're trying to imply more of a attraction or some sort of romantic connection or a relationship with that man, they are referred to as kareshi. 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 So kare is general term for a male, kareshi is usually boyfriend. Kanojo can be either depending on context. Welcome to Japanese, where the same word can mean entirely different things based on the context. And this is specifically what I had to learn in my Japanese classes for the past 6 months. And the reason I bring this up is because she said,
はい。私にとって彼のそばにいることはとても大切であります。はい。私にとって彼のそばにいることはとても大切であります。
bunny next to. I have an important instruction to be by this boy's side is the very literal way of this at the best I can literally translate that.
はい。私にとって彼のそばにいることはとても大切であります。
Yeah, so this is like the correct translation for that roughly. But of course she's saying his. If you're gonna take it literally, it's I was told it is important to be by this boy's side.
認識が完全じゃないのかもね。あ、それとも寝ぼけてるってことかな。そいつは興味深いぞ。
寝ぼけてるって。
まあそれは後で考えるとしてた。なあ、みんな知ってたかい？実はここいろんなレジャー設備がずらり揃ってる。テニスコートにプールバーに、あとカラオケなんかも完備らしい。聞かせちゃおうかな。え
Oh no, karaoke, my weakness.
花の屋久島旅行も早3日目か。明日はもう帰るだけだし、正直3日じゃ短えよな。まあでもそれっぽっちの割にはいろいろあったか。
理事長の歌とか
Yeah, like hearing you in the German singing.
おかげで昨日の晩
海岸で何かの任務でしょうか。
そんなんじゃねって。
Another word to learn.
海岸で何かの任務でしょうか。
Kaigan, meaning beach. And to break down the sentence she just said, Kaigan de nanika nimotsu
海岸で何かの任務でしょうか。
nimun deshoka. She's using kaigan, meaning beach. De is a connector used to refer to either the place of an action or the method of an action. So in both cases it's referring to the beach being used as either the venue of an action or also like what we're using the beach for. Nimun, I'm guessing, means mission or task. And
海岸で何かの任務でしょうか。
desho is a volitional where you're talking about let's do something. So it's she's asking what we are doing at the beach specifically, but they're phrasing it as do we have a mission at the beach today. She's using a volitional phrasing for this. I'm nerding out. I can talk about this, about sentence construction.
そんなんじゃねって。ただ遊びに来ただけだ。そんなんじゃねって。ただ遊びに来ただけだ。
Yeah, we came here to have fun.
ただ遊びに来ただけだ。
そういえばアイニスは
Okay, so he said kita. Kita is the past tense of ki, or kimas rather. Kimas is the formal form. Kuru is the informal form of the verb. Kita is the common past tense form of the word kimas or kuru, which means to come.
遊ぶってわかる？
もちろんわかるであります。娯楽は心の栄養です。
おお、そうそう。へえ、結構普通に話せんじゃん。まあ、とりあえず帰る前。
If my maths are current, Ned will be here around 30 minutes or something like that. Actually, no. So, sorry, I forgot to mention this earlier, but Ned had messaged our group earlier that he will be taking today off from streaming because he is exhausted from work. Unfortunately, he will not be streaming today. Stop learning out. It's hurting my brain. But this is the exact reason I played this in Japanese.
あ、ちょっと
So yeah, I don't think you were here for that, Timmy, when I started. So when I started this game for like the first 4 or 5 episodes, I had been playing the game in English because I was living out like, or trying to see the differences between the English, between the writing of the original and the remake. But I got curious about a certain joke that was spouted in the game that I wanted to learn about it in Japanese, and it just so happened at the time I was already in the middle of taking my Japanese classes. I forgot the exact Japanese word for it, but basically, I don't know, fine. I won't go into that. You'll see it in one of the earlier episodes if you go back to watch it. But long story short, there was a joke that I wanted to understand in Japanese. I switched the language to Japanese, rewound the time by a day, and played through the cutscene again to hear what they said. And since then, I have been very interested in learning the Japanese language more. And so I am now playing the game in Japanese to practice understanding sentences. It's to also help with my listening, because my biggest weakness when it came to my mock exams for my Japanese class was the listening exam. That was my biggest weakness. So I'm using this also as a means to practice so I can hear things clearly and try to understand what they are trying to say. I know that I am at a disadvantage because they are using words that are beyond my scope at the moment, but I do get some practice in like hearing, oh, they used this inflection, oh, they used this connector, oh, this is what is literally being said, and this is how it was translated. Because as we know, a lot of games that come from Japan have their own writing, that when they are then localized for global audiences, some translation differences occur, mostly because there is a lot of phrasing and jokes and contextual stuff that works in Japanese but does not translate well to English, so it has to be localized. Hopefully appropriately. We can only hope that the ones who localize it will try to preserve as much of it as possible without trying to insert something or tone down something beyond what is actually in the original. Okay? And from what I understand, so far, the fault of Persona games in their localizations has never actually been the fault of the localization. The faults usually are already part of the game. Localizations are, for the most part, one for one. There were criticisms about Persona 4 in the past. People believed were the fault of the localization, but turns out that they were actually intended, or written as intended, by the staff and by the designers. And we have to understand that a lot of the writing stuff is either a relic of its time, but also understand that in Japan they have different cultural perspectives than the rest of the world, so some things will come off as different, or you may not entirely agree with. There will be debates about it, but that, again, we have to keep in mind that these things are written not just from a relic of its time, but also from the perspective of a culture that is different from ours. This world is going to end soon because that's Atsuko Kimki, the 6th thing, and I hate it. I think that might be referring to an earthquake? I don't know. Wait, no, but you're all the way there in the UK. You wouldn't be affected by the earthquake we had here a couple of days ago.
アイニス、塩水につけて平気なのかな。
そんな山じゃないで。
あれ、海に入るんじゃないの？
Oh, she's waterproof apparently.
皆さんもご一緒されるのがいいであり、一人だけが楽しい行動は変なとこ律儀なんだね。でもまあせっかくだし。
私たちも行きましょう。
そうだな。
どうだい？いやー、いろいろあったけど、なんとか今日は終日羽を伸ばせそうだね。
そうですね。
真田さん、何してんすか？
Is it an earthquake? Are you actually experiencing an earthquake on your side as well? Because we had one here, but we're all the way like far away from the UK. I don't think we'd affect you with that, unless you guys are experiencing an entirely separate earthquake
真田さんの番
by
っすよ。
coincidence.
俺の番って何をやってんだ？
楽しそうでよかったよ。明日のことだけど、帰りの船、僕は多分先に港へ行っていると思う。
はい、伝えておきます。
じゃあ、寮に帰ったらまた。
はい。
Yeah, we missed out an entire month of exploring Tartarus.
真田さん、
やれやれ。俺たちも行くか。
待てってアイギス、水鉄砲ってそういう意味じゃないから。待てってアイギス、水鉄砲ってそういう意味じゃないから。待てってアイギス、水鉄砲ってそういう意味じゃないから。
Pull. Guessing. Is pull another term for gun?
順平くん、ダウンです。おっし、総攻撃チャンス。
All out attack!
タイム、マジ無理だっつ。
Hey, rank 5. 6-7 is a meme because someone made it and people call him the 6-7 kid. Ah, okay. I don't know what that is. I'm not that well versed in memes.
随分と苦しそうです。お前らが。やっべ、あいつらだ。
ああ、あの3人が例の？
バカ、行くぞ。なぜ他の者は私を見るたび姿を隠そうとするのでしょう。
Maybe it's because you look like Jesus with a gun and a bunch of tattoos.
まるで路地裏のネズミですね。さあな。
Also, reminder, this is Japan. You walk around with tattoos. You are just, of course it's going to make people afraid of you. In Japan, usually the tattoos are like a sign of delinquency. They don't see it too much as like as far as I understand, they don't view it as artistic as like other cultures would. They see it more of like it's intimidating, it's delinquent. And usually the ones who have very prominent body tattoos are people in the Yakuza or the mobs, the Japanese gangs.
ジン、彼にカプセルを。悪い。例はいつもの方法で。
Oh, so he does business with them.
今回は代価をいただく代わりに話を聞く。あのペルソナ使いたちが何やら騒がしいのですよ。彼らはこのところ月が深淵になるたび宴に繰り出すあの塔にも頻繁に立ち入っている。なぜあんな戦いを始めたのです。知っているのでしょう。言えませんか。仲間だからですか。
違う。俺はもう連中の仲間なんかじゃね
え。なら教えてください。赤の他人より今はカプセルの方が大事なのでは。
離れてた身だ。あの敵を全部やれば影時間やあの気味の悪い塔が消え
Might go to bed now. All right, Tim, get some rest.
そう聞いてる。
影時間を消すということですか？どういうことです？なぜペルソナ使いが影時間を消すなどと。
The kage no jikan, kage meaning to either mean dark or shadow, so it's literally like the hour of shadows is what he's calling, is what it's being called. It's a literal translation.
しかもあの滅びの塔までも。
滅びの塔だ。あんな不気味なもん消せるってんなら試す。
高谷。
ええ、分かっています。
Yeah, so long unkempt hair, white long unkempt hair, scruffy beard, shirtless, tattoo showing, gun at his waist, that screams mobster. Of course people will walk away from you. Like, this man had the audacity to ask. Oh, it's already way past the history, but yeah, he had the audacity to ask, why do they always run away? Gee, I wonder. Good night, Cass, and have a really good day and keep it stream. All right, thanks, Tim. Have a good rest. I'll be live again tomorrow with Zenith Zone Zero if you happen to catch that. We've already lost an entire month, so I hope that we can actually catch up to that. Let's turn in our request to Elizabeth. Pretty seashell.
お見事でございます。
Amethyst. Nice.
それで
Ah, it's Thursday, so what's this? Allies to call forgotten skills. Take it either out or during. Oh! During the day. So it has to be after school. Damn. They've all been rescued already, so that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. Anything new at Club Escapade? Oh, now he sells malachite and turquoise. Great. Do you have anything new? I think that they I feel like they got rid of one of the social links. I keep going to the club because there was a social link that I remember existing in the original that I can't seem to find here. You learn how to use ambush.
Do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon'
Oh, cool. That should be useful for tomorrow. The problem is actually aiming it with my piss poor frame rate.
起きていただきたい。無事に起床しました。
My alarm clock.
目覚まし時計5分前行動と標語が貼ってありましたので5分前に起こしてみました。ごめんねえ、実はあの子がどこ探してもいなくてちょっと手伝ってほしいんだけど、屋久島の時みたいに勝手に出てったかもしれなくて。私の名前はあの子ではありません。アイギスならここに
Hide
あり
in
ま
the
す。
steam, throw the rubber duck. What? That's how you escape the hot springs? Bit of a spoiler, but okay. Thanks for the tip, Joker. I can't read your full name because of the way that YouTube Studio is working right now, so I can't see your full username. I'm sorry.
Aigis? この方は就寝中でした。ドアの開錠には2分かかりました。もろ不法侵入じゃん。夜は作戦室にいてって言ったでしょ。
Let me check if I can actually... Oh, hey, my dashboard's finally working again. Which means we can turn off the very... Nope, I was wrong. It's... Nope, it's working. It is working. Yay, I can finally stop looking at the very threatening chat box.
Kongo, 私の待機場所はここが良いかと思いますが、何か唐突に何？問題点があれば速やかに対処して。問題点はてかあなたも何か言って。
You can't stay here.
ほらね。仕方ないであります。しょうがないな。じゃあ3階に部屋を用意してもらうからそっち行ってよね。あと勝手に寮の外へ出たりしないでよ。命令であれば。はあ、なんか疲れた。じゃあ私朝練あるから行くね。なるほど。皆さん本来は朝になると学校へ行くわけですね。なるほどな。
I honestly don't know. I really need to look into like fixing this game a bit because oh hey, exam results. Nice. Ooh, popular. Sorry guys, I had to stretch. Mute my mic for that. I make weird noises when I stretch. Okay, what do we got? Let's check my social links. I forgot what are the requirements for Fuka's social link. Oh, there she is. Ah, courage is where I'm lacking. Okay. Between Bebe and Kazushi. Rank 6. Rank 4. Let's go with Bebe then. Hey, maybe I can find Mitsuru in the school. I remember hearing something about a reward. Nope. Okay, she's not in the school.
お疲れです。帰りの道中で定食屋に寄りません。
Sure.
ありがたき幸せ。ちょっと相談したいこと。何を隠そう。相談したいこととは、拙者近々母国に帰る日が来るやもしれぬ。今まで叔母上の助け、拙者の叔父上は拙者の留学を良しとしません。早く帰りやがれとゴロ。もし母国に帰ってしまえば、もう二度と日本に来れないやも。
Just stay in Japan.
そう言ってくれるか。拙者日本に骨をうずめると。されどいくら拙者が日本にいたいと言っ、拙者叔父上の援助なしでは生活すらままならぬ。せっかくお主と袖触れ合えたのに、このまままたねするわけにはいかないでござる。
Hey, rank 5. Let's go.
もうじきまたねの時間でござる。
Ah, okay, I finally... sorry. I've been trying to read that sign behind Bebe for a while. The one that's mirrored. It's like, what character is that? Ah, I think that says... if I'm not mistaken. I think that's supposed to be Wa? So Wakatsu?
また同好会で会いましょう。
おかえりな。
Not too shabby.
否定であります。
Ah, yes. Junpei logic.
リーダー。はい。
あのな。
あ。
うん。さすがだな。
Ooh, nice.
あ、そうだ。
Meet me in front of Iwa Todai Station. Looks like we're not going to Tartarus tonight. This sounds important, so...
Yes. さて、ゆっくり食事して。これからの戦い。
What's wrong?
いや、気にするな。
ちょっと何あれ、やばくない？
見つけたぜ、真田明彦。
Oh shit.
お前らいつから？
お前有名人だったんだな。ボクシング界のホープっての。この前の続きだ。俺と勝負してくれ。潰せば箔がつきそうなんだな。こんな美味しい話。
チャンプだかなんだか知らねえけど、この数見て同じこと言えるか
？Take him one-on-one.
ボクサーってのは強えんだろ。だったらハンデだよ。
お前も加勢していいぜ、やさお。
俺に勝てば箔がつくと言ったな。強さを試したいんじゃないのか。
バーカ。てめえみてえな調子乗ってるガキ潰すのが楽しいんだろ。
Who's the one who's full of himself here?
つうか、勝てりゃどうだっていいんだよ。まずはてめえからか。
下がれ。
Officer, over here!
そっけんな。待て。おいこれ。
逃げるのは簡単だが、ま、いいロードワークになった。だがさっきは助かった。さすがリーダー。
Yeah, I mean the only thing they'd fear is cops, right?
敵に背を向けるのは不本意だが、そばにいる者を守れなくては意味がない。相手が多ければ怪我をさせたり、周りに迷惑をかけるリスクも高まる。とにかくいい判断だった。また借りが。
Yo, me another one, you mean?
俺宛ての荷物は両親からの差し入れらしい。
There sure is a lot.
まあ、食べ盛りだろうとこうして送ってくれたんだろう。忙しくて連絡もそこそこだが、例の手紙でも書かないとな。ありがたいことだが、俺一人では持て余す。少し持って行ってくれ。とはいえ、お前だけでは焼け石に水か。
Well, let's call the others.
そうしよう。悪いが呼んできて。
興味深いです。一目見てわかるくらいご両親に大切にされてるのがすごく伝わってきます。
ご両親の前では行儀がいいようだな。
お前はいつも一言余計だ。両親にはよくしてもらっていた。活動のことは当然言ってないが。
器のでかさはヘビー級。やっぱ持つべきものは先輩っす。
ほんと調子いいんだから。でも美味しそう。
どれでも好きなだけ取れ。
ね、これ美味しそうだよ。それなんですか？
おお、ゆかりっち。
これはとあるお世話の御用達の
であります。
あらかた片付いたか。礼を言わないとな。いや、親の話が出て少し昔を思い出した。俺が戦う理由を。
Glad to hear it.
ま、忘れてくれ。俺はまだまだ甘いという話。この寮も賑やかになった。施設にいた頃もこんな風だった気がする。一つ屋根の下に暮らし、何気ない会話を交わす。 これもお前が差し入れを配れと言ってくれたおかげだ。
Let's do it again sometime.
それは親に言ってくれ。だがお前には特に礼をしないと借りが。さて、もう遅い。どうした？俺を
Yours, I'm guessing?
このメダルは誰のものでもない。お前に聞いておきたい。お前はリーダーもこなし、素質があるというだけでは説明が。
Thanks to the bonds I have, yes.
なるほど。他人との関係か。とにかくお前は俺にないものを持っているらしい。だが羨んだに真似てみても仕方ない。俺は俺のやり方で。すまん。またいろいろあって礼をしそびれた。今日のところはこの差し入れで許してくれ。
That's cool, I guess. My charm's already maxed out though. Is there, I think it's maxed out. If I remember, 5 is the peak of that. Yeah, I guess. So those are tips. If you, he's basically giving you tips that if you want to date Kirijo Senpai, you have to be really smart, and that's why the prerequisite to starting her interactions is you need to have a base level of knowledge. You gotta be as talented as she is to be a good match, so you need to raise your charm. I'm already way above that. I have max charm already. Soft-spoken kind of hard. You need to take the initiative. Bravery or courage. Your courage needs to be at max level to actually well, I don't know if it's max level or just level 4 to actually interact with her.
では始めますかね。
Hellenistic Egypt. Waidan. Carl Jung. Stay awake.
Oh, ちょっといいか。部活のことだ。あのな、8他校には早瀬というお前にも出てもそういうわけだから7月27日から8月1日は学校に来るよ。本番は8月2日。
Oh crap. Okay, so now we have another obligation. Damn. Do I want to start Yukari's social link? Given how stacked I am already? I guess it wouldn't hurt. Wait, so there's more than 5? Hold the fuck up. Oh, there's 6. Okay. Apparently there are 6 levels of their social stats. Damn. Who's the Chihiro? Oh, Chihiro! Yes, please.
伏見、英語の追加教材の金。
さっき職員室でさ。
あのお金なら竹之塚先生が職員室にいらした時に渡して。
集金したお金の管理って、それって最後にお金見たの？
ええ、だから。
でも先生はまだって言ってんぞ。伏見がやらかしてんじゃねえの？
Have you asked Mr. Takenauska? Try to remember.
普段からミスはしますけど。
なんでもいいけど。大金預かってテンション上がったんだろ。黙っといてやるから。
待ってよ。あの人たち言い返せませんでした。
Don't worry.
私はすみません。私お金は確かに渡したんです。でも先輩。
Just gotta talk to him.
自分の本の虫。
Oh no, he's back.
こんばんは。
ほら薬や。
そういえば彼らまた一人面白い仲間を加えたもとい。あれは一人ではなく一つでしょう。
別に今日。
あなたから聞いたこと、まったく嘆かわしい。これでは私たちも立たないわけにはいきません。彼らが何をしようと構わない。しかし彼らは影時間を消すと言っている。それだけは何があっても許容できま。
好きにすりゃいい。
町屋、お前どないする気や。知っとるで。戻ってこいって誘いが来とるやろ。
ムカつくぜこのストーカー野郎。
わしらはあいつらを止める。あいつらに味方する言うんやったら。
前にも言ったろ。俺に。
I'm already done with them, he says. Oh hey, Ken's here.
お疲れ様です。
What's everyone's status? Let's save first. Okay, let's go to Tartarus. Our first foray with Aegis. Ah.
本日よりタルタロス探索に参加します。私にはペルソナ詳細は後ほど。
Looking forward to it.
その時はとくとご覧あれであります。我々の目下の目標は満月に出没する、それを完遂するためにはタルタロスでの実践データ目標のため私を効率的に運用してほしいであります。
When Aegis' 3G gauge is maxed, her 3G or Gia mode can be used. Once Argia mode is activated, Aegis will automatically attack during her turn for 3 rounds unprompted. During Argia mode, her attack and defense will increase significantly. Keep in mind, once Argia mode ends, Aegis will overheat, rendering her immobile for her next turn. So it's a 1-turn loss. Ooh, nice.
お待ちしておりました。ですね。
Doors, huh? Oh hey, Twilight Fragments, nice. Something about the third block. Wait, no, I already cleared it. Okay.
あなたならいつかペルソナ全書をすべて埋められる日が来るかもしれませんね。
Wasn't there something about... Oh, there. Defeat a rare shadow in the third block, Yabasha, and bring back 1 rustic coin.
それ
Persona. Okay, so yeah, it's physical attacks. Akunda, Taru, Raku, Swift Strike, Arrow Rain. AoE physical attacks, mind you. What personas do I have right now? I have Shisa, who specializes in ice and light. Dark. We have lightning, ice, and physical. What we don't have is fire, and we don't have the money for fire either. So I do have to bring Junpei with me. Don't have wind. Lightning is probably the only redundant one in our party. So lightning and ice rather are only redundant. So let's remove Mitsuru Akihiko. We bring Aegis and Junpei. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're still in Arca. Okay. We haven't gotten to the third block yet.
今日も頑張ろう。
Ew.
よし。進路クリアであります。敵を検知。
Fuck. I missed that so badly. That's not good. Oh crap. So I can't.
これ使うね。
I'm going to assume you are probably weak to lightning. Nope, you actually resist lightning.
決断の時です。対シャドウ特別制圧兵装ラストナンバーアイギス。これより適正存在の排除を実行するであります。パラディオン起動。
It's weak to physical? Well, okay, I guess. She really said Totsugeki. Oh no.
Mission complete.
Totsugeki.
またいきなり変わったな。うろついてるやつらもか。
今なら。
Oh look, they're weak to wind. Which pretty much means that Yukari is forever cemented in our party. I already have Neko Shogun, so nope, no need that.
Nice, ore!
Pure water. Okay. Yeah, navigating while dashing is difficult. Run away! Run away! Okay, try to catch it off guard this time. See if we can actually ambush it. There we go! Oh, okay. So it's not weak to all physical, just strike. I cannot get that stupid JoJo meme out of my head because I drew one of my friends doing it. And so that meme is now forever cemented itself in my brain. Oh, nice. We got an ice boost.
ボッコボコにしてやったであります。あ、階段。
We have the advantage.
やらなきゃ。ペルソナ。見事に攻撃です。交代準備。やったー。治療を確認。やってみせるであります。パラディオン。あと2体であります。敵を撃破。アイギス、その調子。
That's not good.
大丈夫しました。
階段準備。これでも食らえ。必殺のスイング。
Hard to believe we'd actually come across a floor where we have to really handle
次もさっきみたいに決めよう。
mostly physical. That should be everything. So yeah, we can go to the next floor. No issues.
やった。優勢であります。次は敵2体。皆さんなら余裕です。
ここは
Ice. How's that fair? Nope.
この状況はペルソナ。最後の敵です。
Oh, that deals a lot of damage
敵
though.
体を撃破です。
It's not fire. Ow.
引き金を。
Darkness, eh? All right.
皆さんの勝利です。お疲れ様でした。
Spirit Drain.
行きましょう。顔ゾーンが終わったと思ったらまた変なフロアだね。
Nice. And we got the ambush.
この場面なら集中して狙いましょう。してペルソナ。ちょっとそれなしだって。敵2体ダウンです。当たれ。
どうする？
ペルソナ。
決断の時です。パラディオン、行くであります。着点にヒット。すごいよ。
Okay. Nope. That's not good. Oh, oh, of course she's a robot. Of course she'd be weak to lightning.
防御力を下げられてる。体力に気をつけて。
他にここは
Let's see. Trying to figure this out. Okay, so we really do have to focus on We really are focusing on physical attacks here.
根性であります。この状況はここからですね。ペルソナ
Nice!
討伐終了。割とダメージシャドウハンドを消失しました。
Well done, I guess.
順平はレベルアップ。
To one foe, 2d4 hits. There we go.
はい、お疲れさんと。
I have 34 Twilight Fragments? Hell yes. That must be the door that Elizabeth's talking about. I still love that animation. That's so fucking cool.
見事な攻撃です。リーダー、お願い。愛にダメージが深刻です。回復をお願い。先ほど倒しました。
俺の出番か。
頼んだ。
よし、やってやんぜ。よし。ペルソナ。
Let's go. Nicely done. Thank you for the heals, Yukari.
戻るやつあったけど、どうする？
Doors this way. The strike range for that is so wide, too. Yeah, this was made for Aegis. These enemies were made for Aegis. Nice. This must be the door Elizabeth was talking about. Okay, bright. Very bright. Oh! Is this like a safe room? If you've used the Twilight Fragment in Tartarus and an entrance to a special dimension with a Great Clock may appear. Large experience moves to a teammate of your choosing. You can only choose allies at a lower level than Kazuo. The greater the level difference, the bigger the bonus. Only appear after you've used the Twilight Fragment. Choose one more teammate. Interesting. Oh shit, it's 9:10 a.m. Yeah, we need to save. Seems like we could use it. Hold on, let's save here. Conveniently, it sent us to a point where we can't save. Okay, so we're gonna have to close the stream there because it is 9:10. I was actually only supposed to go until 9 o'clock, and I need to get going because I have to get to work alone. So let's go to the schedule preview really quickly. Okay, so as you can see here, we already finished 3 of the streams this week. Tomorrow is going to be the new patch of Xena Zone Zero, patch 2.3. You'll also see some gameplay of the Deadly Assault reset where I will be using Lucia because I got her on the banner. Yay! But yeah, hope you guys look forward to it, and I am excited to see the next chapter of the story. Persona 3 Reload will probably continue again soon. Oh, one last thing. Next week, I'll be taking the entire week off again from streaming because I have some IRL stuff to deal with. Anyways, that's it folks for today. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you tomorrow for Xena Zone Zero. The Casbar is now closed and drinks will be waiting for you guys when you return. Good night everyone, and stay safe.